Today, we have four massive games. We have Man City, Liverpool, Tottenham, all of those in the league. We've also got an away day in Europe as we're heading to Finland for the second time this season. That's right, Finnish pronunciations back on the menu. Before we do all of that, though, probably should run the intro. And then, we got a fair bit of Football Manager to play. Yes, gang, happy Tuesday. I'm sat Monday recording this video. I am wearing a Toronto Maple Leafs jersey. Hockey fans will understand the significance of that. If I seem like I'm in a great mood, it's because of the hockey. But yes, today we are back with a quad header, although the two games in the middle we're going to do slightly less detail on. Sorry to Liverpool fans, including myself, expecting the Anfield away day finally, but Anfield isn't quite as sexy as the away day we've got to look forward to. I say that, I have no idea how sexy the Kuopion Keskunkenttä is. So we're going to find out together. No idea what to expect from Kuopio's ground. We'll find out in due course. Also, it's not said Kuopio, it said Kuopio, but it sounds weird when I say it like that. Now, since we were last here, of course, massive results last episode. We managed to beat Arsenal. We managed to beat Southampton. We've actually been on a really good run of clean sheets. We have kept now 6 clean sheets in our last 7 games, albeit the games as of late haven't quite been as challenging. No disrespect to Exeter, who we beat 5-0 in the Carabao Cup. Diallo had a great time, by the way. Diallo has 16 goals in all competitions. I'll be honest, 15 of them have come in the Carabao Cup and Conference League, so they probably shouldn't count quite as much, but he's doing very well. So having beaten Exeter, 2 more games to talk about real quick. The first, Norwich City, 1-0 win. Not the most convincing, but in the end, Lemos got us the all-important goal. This was one of those games where you're on top, you're attacking. You fear the 0-0 is inevitable, and then either they're going to score last minute or you're going to score last minute. It wasn't quite last minute, but we did get the all-important goal. Massive win here. And then after that, we took on our affiliates in Žilina. Or Žilina? Apparently, the Z is not said as Z. I don't know. Slovakian viewers out there, please do let me know. I'm not sure if we should really be allowed to play our affiliates in competitions, but we've played them. We beat them 9-0, so they're probably not going to want to play us again. In this game, Kovacevic got a 10, Diallo got a 10, Teixeira got a 10. I don't know if I've ever seen 3 players get 10.0 ratings in a match. That happened in this one here. Now, like I already mentioned, today is a bit of a jam-packed episode. I said about 50 episodes ago, I want to keep episodes underneath half an hour. Mission failed. Maybe I'll sort that out next year. But today, for this episode, I don't want it to run on too long. With that in mind, we're going to get straight into this first game against Man City. Now, of course, just as a little reminder, we sold Florentine by accident yesterday. If you missed that, well, yeah, that was the minor event of the episode. Besides that, though, team is fairly well off. I say that. I mean, Cadman isn't even fit enough for the bench today, but I'm just going to put him on the bench for mind games, you know. It's like in real life where teams name a player on the bench they know can't play. Cadman is doing that for us here. You might remember last episode, we were getting injuries to all the wide players. That is still a little bit of an issue. Gaspar's coming back from his injury, can play up to 60 minutes. Sula's coming back from his injury, although apparently a fitness test wasn't required, so he is actually going to play out on the left-hand side for us. Over on the right-hand side, Diallo's going to get an unusual start in this game. And well, you can see the rest of the team here. The back 4 at full strength. Grassa and Olunga in the midfield. JV going to be playing that centre attacking mid role. Of course, he's slotted in at Regista. He's slotted in the centre attacking mid area. And so far this season, this man has 13 assists in all competitions, 6 assists and 2 goals in the Premier League. He's playing rather well. Now, Man City, who are taking on today, have Thomas Tuchel as their manager. Just as a little reminder, they've won the Premier League the last 3 years in a row, Man City. They have been a dominant side. If they win their match in hand, they would go up to second. If we could beat them here, it'd be monumental. And given the fact that we are the home team here, I want to believe it's possible. That might be delusion. I do feel like having beaten Arsenal last time, and with a still top of the league, I'm getting a bit carried away, I'll be honest. Of course, we are at the iconic Guernsey Stadium. Just seeing green seats around the pitch makes me happy at home games. I got used to the red seats of Bournemouth and, well, all the other stadiums we've played at over the years. I think in this save game, we've played more not in Guernsey than we have in Guernsey. But we're back home. We're in our back garden. Let's put Man City to the sword. Corner for us here. JV has been a little specialist off these, and Rios has been the man to aim for in the middle. He's headed it against the crossbar. First highlight of the game. First shot of the game for us. Not a great start by either team, but We're not down early, and a draw really here would not be terrible. Rojas bringing the ball up the far side. The Argentine prince at right wing back lays it inside to JV. Diallo, who's a man in form on the overlap, gets dispossessed, but Rojas is going to pick it back up. Of course, Rojas apparently can't dribble, apparently can't pass, apparently can't cross, but doesn't need to cross because Paul doesn't know how to catch a football. It's 1-0 here. I feel guilty celebrating. Maybe Rojas is so bad at crossing that, the goalkeeper just doesn't know what to expect. He's panicked there. I don't even know what he's done. If that was gone the other way and that had been my goalkeeper, I'd be livid. Instead, great game, Football Manager. No issues with it. Love it. We've had 2 highlights in this game so far. One was the header against the crossbar. One was the goal. I mean, from one point of view, one calls for another clean sheet. From another, not really created enough in that half. But Man City with just, I was going to say one shot on target. They've now got a corner. Wilford collects. Could we counter? There's 15 seconds here. If we play it out from the back, I just feel like we're going to give away the ball here. Manny, just launch it. Listen to me. Great ball forward. Oh my word, no way. Lemos, playing as the lone striker today, tries to dink the keeper. I don't know why he's tried that. And in fact, that highlight was literally the last bit of action to end the half. 1-0. Not a classic, but the clean sheet run, it could keep going on today. I'm not going to tell the players I'm happy, though, because of complacency. I'm just going to get them all fired up and worked up. Janfi has picked up a little bit of a knock at left wing back. I am going to take him off and bring off Buyak. Elsewhere, Grasser on a yellow card. Do not love that. What I do love, actually, is the fact Grasser has improved a lot so far. Regular first-team football is really, really helping him out. Of course, as a defensive midfielder, hasn't got the best passing range, but we've got him learning the kind of trait to pass shorter and just do simple things. Do I want to take him off here? You know what? I don't want to take him off here. I feel like there's some players in Football Manager that they get a yellow card and then they're well behaved. And then there's other players that get a yellow card and they're just a nutter and they get sent off. I don't know what side Grasser falls on that spectrum. So today we're going to leave him on. I hope he isn't a nutter. Erling Haaland with the ball. I mean, it feels weird, doesn't it? Like 15 seasons in that Erling Haaland's still here. That could be the reality in real life. That's terrifying, isn't it? First chance of the game, by the way, for Man City there. Wasn't a super great opportunity. Saved well by the keeper, but, well, having created one chance, we could be in trouble here if they were to create another. Man City in the ascendancy. Yeremy Pino bringing it forward, hits it. Wilford makes another very, very good stop just before the hour mark. Okay, 60 minutes played here. I'm going to make some changes. Ozcan coming back from injury, struggling a little bit. Jaime, on you come, mate, to play wide, attacking mid. Diallo's not played great out on the right-hand side. I'm going to make a change. We're going to bring in Alanis to play as the inside forward. It's not really the role I want to play him in on that right-hand side because he is right-footed, but yeah, I don't really want to take Lemos off either. He's taken the opportunities that have come his way. To be honest, when you look at the ratings, with the exception of 1 or 2 players, it's been a good team performance so far. Okay, I've made the subs and immediately there's a highlight. Am I a genius or am I an idiot? We're about to find out together here because they're on the attack. Ball being brought forward. Kerr with it. Alunga shepherding him wide. Man City having a lot of the ball here right now. Dominating possession, committing players up the pitch. Could leave them open to the counter, but it is going to leave us open from behind. Effort is blocked there by, I think it was Rojas. What is Man City's formation, by the way? I say that. It's not that dissimilar to the formation we've been playing in the past. I'm just surprised they've changed to it. We have a chance here. Alanis has gone down in a heap. Are we about to get a penalty for that? I mean, not that 3D is a great representation, but I didn't think it was a penalty. I mean, we'll take it. Yeah, I'll check it. Give it. Is given. Okay, Lemos over it. Could double his tally for the game. Could put us 2-0 up against Man City. This could be massive. If we want to be in the Champions League fight, if we want to be in the title fight, winning here could be key. And winning here looks very much on the cards. It's 2-0. Gustavo Lemos, cool as you like. Look at that. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Strokes it into the bottom corner. 2-0. Right, you know what, Grasser, you've proven your worth here, but you are a little bit tired, so I'm going to bring in Ganino. Not looking particularly keen to press us here, are they? Jaime playing out on that left attacking mid-area. Can he cut inside? Can he put it on a plate for someone? He's put it in. Lemos heads it down to Alunga. JV, Alunga. I'll tell you what, if that had gone in, it would have been sensational. Man City taking their goal kick short here. They have got to get a goal sooner rather than later if they want to mount a late comeback here. There is 6 minutes plus added time. Right now, we've looked very, very composed in this game, and we look composed bringing it forward again here. A third goal surely would be game, set, and match. That's what I want to see. Rojas, JV, trying to pick out Lemos, and Lannis was on the underlap as well there, looking to make something happen. And now Man City launching the counter-attack, Bednar bringing it through, hits it, Manny Wilford, not for the first time in this game, making another stop. I can't stress it enough, a win here is absolutely massive. A clean sheet here is good too. I mean, we've rode our luck, we've scored a penalty, but ultimately, if you can't score, you can't win. Man City couldn't score today, he says, with 2 minutes left. I hope I've not jinxed it. There's still a highlight going on in the background, mind you. Rios Alunga plays it forward to Alanis, who's playing in that unconventional wide area for him. What can the number 9 do here? He's going to put it on a plate. Jaime was there. Maybe he should have done better with the header. Full time here, 2-0. Wasn't a classic match for the neutral, but as far as we're concerned, it'll do. I don't want to get carried away too soon here. Beat a Man City with a clean sheet. Beat an Arsenal with a clean sheet. We've got Liverpool up next, who are down in 14th. We're going to do that as a recap game before the Europa Conference League game. We've got Tottenham to wrap up today's episode. They are the closest team behind us. They're 8 points behind us after 11 games. We're doing really, really well. I mean, on the one hand, annoying that we're close to paying Lemos a goal-scoring bonus in November. On the other hand, great problem to have. 6 wins in a row in the Premier League, 5 clean sheets in a row. We're not scoring a load of goals, really. That was something that we did right at the beginning of the season, but we're now striking a balance, and we do look very, very organised at the back. Apparently, Guernsey Stadium hosts shock results. So, you know what? If you thought we're top of the table, we're a big team now. No, apparently it is still a shock. Okay, I'll hold up my hands in a minute. I have planned this a little bit terribly. The Liverpool game that we're going to do as a recap game is after an international break. So, yeah, I'll see you in 2 weeks for that one. We are, of course, going to have international break injury roulette. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't have any injuries for the Liverpool game because we've got a rather big run of games coming up. My goalkeeper has fractured his back. That's a sentence I didn't want to say. It's a sentence I do have to say. Manny Wilford, away with England on international duty. He wasn't even playing in their actual team, he was just training with them. Yeah, he's out for 6 to 7 weeks. So, you know, Francisco, you know, young goalkeeper, he's going to be playing for the next 2 months. Just a reminder, if Francisco plays 20 games for us in the league, he goes on to £84,000 a week. If he plays 25 games, I have to pay him £115,000 a week. Less than ideal. Anyway, like I already mentioned, we have got this game against Liverpool coming up. They are struggling down towards the bottom. When it comes to our team, I've had to rest up a couple of players who were away on international duty. JV, very, very tired. Needed a rest. He is going to drop down to the bench. Means Alanis is going to start up top. Unfortunately, Big Knot is still not fit. However, Gaspar is ready and raring to go. He is going to play cutting in on his left foot. Meanwhile, Cadman returns to the starting 11. Wasn't away with the England under-21s on international duty, I don't believe. So with that in mind, he's fit, ready and raring to go in this game here. Early highlight on the far side. Rojas to Alunga. Gaspar cutting in on that left foot. His effort's blocked, but it might fall to Alanis. I thought he'd scored. I thought it was going in. It's cleared away from danger. We do now have a set piece to deal with here. Ball whip towards the back post. Carroll heads it goalwards and, well, we had a chance to take the lead. We now find ourselves behind. Ball whipped in by Elliott, headed back across goal by our own man, actually. Who was it? It was Coppo. Great assist by Coppo. Well done, mate. 1-0. Half-time here, 1-0 to Liverpool. They got that early goal. Since then, we have been in control of this game. Whilst Liverpool have had a lot of the ball, it looks like they're passing it around from the back. We're pressing up high. Not been able to force a turnover in possession yet, but we do look by far and away the more dangerous of the two teams. Of course, as much as we were on top in that first half, Endrick, very, very good at football and Football Manager. Look at that back heel there. Saunders, ball in, Zosimo. 2-0. 2-0. Started the second half how we started the first. Zosimo, the guy who just scored, by the way, he's also rather good at football. Yeah, Liverpool team, quite solid. I was just thinking about what changes I might want to do. How I might want to change things up. Maybe I should have paused it to have a think. Zosimo doubled his tally for the game. The clean sheet streak is gone. Looks like the unbeaten start to the season is going to go too. Right, Alanis has not played well today. Diallo, come on up top. Elsewhere, I'm going to bring in JV, I think, into the team for Lemos, who's, yeah, not been particularly inspiring today. Maybe at this point at 3-0 down, I should just use it as a chance to rotate things around ahead of some big games coming up. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus. Francisco on a 6.2 rating. This could be a real issue without Manny Wilford in goal. Got a little something to cheer about. We've scored a goal. Let's pretend that we're back in this with, 2 minutes left. Great finish, by the way, by JV. Chested it down, half volley, top bins. take a bow. Full time here at Anfield, 3-1 Liverpool. When you look at the XG story, when you look at the actual stats, it looks like it was a really close game. Ultimately, finishing let us down. Liverpool were very clinical going forward. Defensively, probably the worst performance we've had all season. With that result, Tottenham Hotspur closed the gap on us to 5 points, and we play them in our next league game coming up later in this episode. Not looking forward to that one. Unfortunately, our 11-game unbeaten run in the Premier League comes to an end, but what a run that is. Really, really impressive, actually. All of this season, we've looked great. First game where we've been a bit out of sorts, and unfortunately, been punished for it. I said I wasn't looking forward to the Tottenham game. I am looking forward to this next bit. We've got a Europa Conference League away day. We are taking on Kuopio Cups, who a few years ago did actually manage to win the Veikkausliiga in Finland. Very, very good team. I know the city reasonably well. Never been to the football stadium. This is going to be fun. Okay, no messing around. Let's get to the away day. And we are heading to Finland for the second time this season. Now, of course, earlier on this year, we went to Finland and we went to Valkeakoski, which is just south of Tampere. Today, we are heading a little bit further north and we are heading to Kuopio, which is here. Now, like I already said, I used to go to this city quite a lot. I actually don't know exactly where the football stadium is, so bear with me. Okay, good news. I found the football stadium. It was a little further south than where I was looking previously. You've got the outdoor stadium here. They've then got the indoor stadium, which I guess they use for training in the winter months, and then just another training pitch here. Car park, immediately. Give it some points for that. The question is, do we have street view options? Oh dear. Now this street view is from 2021. I don't know if the indoor stadium thing they use is just a temporary structure or if it was being built at the time. It's not here. Here's the entrance to the actual stadium's parking bit. I've got to say, in terms of entrances to car parks, it's very Finnish looking. Now we can't go in the car park. Can we actually see the stadium? Guys, I'm worried. We've skipped Anfield for this. I can assure you that the other side of those hedges is the football stadium. I swear. In 2021, all the trees were dead here. Unfortunately, 10 years earlier, they grew all the trees. So, I can't see the stadium. I was so excited, and this is the away day. Let me check. Is there a dot on the pitch? Oh, there is actually... I swear that wasn't there before. There is one dot on the pitch. It's not drone footage. It's from WEG Vision. Probably not how you say that name. Here is the Stadium of Cups. I mean, just as a reminder, this team won the Finnish League a few years ago. Their main stand, lovely. Love the checkered seats. Love the design. The rest of it, I mean, can we call that a stand? It's 3 rows of seats. I'm going to see if we can save the away day with some Google stuff going on here. Is Kuopio here? Is this Kuopio? This is Kuopio. I don't even need the labels to load. I'm just speed running. Here's the football stadium. It is actually in 3D. I'd like to issue an apology. It's actually 4 rows of seats, not 3. I mean, do they get points for having the name of the city on the roof? Just, in case you forget what stadium you come into as you fly over it. Here is the stadium. Got some great standing stands here. I mean, it's not Anfield. Maybe the indoor stadium that they have is just a temporary structure that they just inflate for in the winter months. I have no idea. Either way, the car park doesn't seem very big, but then again, the stadium's not massive either. Although according to Football Manager, this stadium could hold 11,000 people. How many people are stood at this end? Is that just assuming this entire field bit is full? You know what? The away day's been disappointing. Let me show you something cool in Kuopio. If we go over... Is it over here? Yeah, over here, they have this rotating tower. Never been in it. You can go up to the top of it, and there's a restaurant in the top, and it spins around, and it gives you massive views from the top of this massive hill of the whole area around, including the ski slopes. I mean, look at that. You don't get ski slopes on many away days. And you can also just see the entire city from up here. Look at that in 3D. You know what? The away day's redeemed itself, not with the away day itself, but just with the use of Google Earth. Unfortunately for the Kuopion Keskunkenttä, I can't rate it based on just a restaurant that's in the same city. That would be very generous. I'll give it points for being unique, an okay car park, and the indoor stadium. I mean, does the indoor stadium pitch count as part of the away day? I don't know. I wanted to give it a good score. I wanted to give it a great score, and I just can't. The Kuopion Keskunkenttä, 3.5 out of 10. Cups haven't been playing particularly well in the Conference League. We should beat them comfortably. Hopefully I'm joining you at the end of the game and it's double figures. Otherwise, I will be disappointed. For the game today, by the way, rotating the team a lot. B team playing. Alanis up top. Can he add to his goal-scoring tally? He and Diallo are fighting it out for the Conference League Golden Boot. Right now, Diallo's got 10. Alanis has got 8. That could change right now. Let's go find out. I think they must have heard the score I gave the Stadium Cups because they actually put up a really, well, I was going to say a really good fight. It finished 3-0. It was convincing 3-0. We had an XG of 4. We had 36 shots. They had none. If anything, I'm a little bit disappointed by our own performance, but the only silver lining, Alanis grabbed another 2. Despite all of that, though, Diallo did actually get man of the match in that game with an 8.9 rating and 1 assist to his name. And with that, here is the standings in the Europa Conference League Golden Boot. David Nosko has moved into first. So, yeah, sucks to be Diallo, sucks to be Alanis. They're stealing each other's goal-scoring opportunities, and as a result, neither of them are going to win it. Anyway, we've got one more game coming up today. It's first versus second. It's a massive one. We are taking on Tottenham at home. A win here, we pull clear of them. A defeat here, they're 2 points behind us. And suddenly, a league title that looked like it was ours for the taking really isn't ours for the taking anymore. Let's see how we get on. Okay, game number 4 today is a big one. Elsewhere in the Premier League, by the way, Arsenal just beat Manchester City 3-0. That is a crazy result that moves Arsenal up to second. As for ourselves, focused on this one, it's another home game, a home game against a team in and around us in the league. We've had an easy run to start the season. The Man City game was a test. The Arsenal game was a test. This is another one here. 13 games played after this one, a third of the way through the season. A win here. Things look really convincing. A defeat here, Tottenham 2 points behind us, Arsenal 3 points behind us, and it suddenly looks really close at the top. Now, of course, Manny Wilford is out in goal, so Mel Guerreiro is going to be back in the team in the goalkeeping position. Hopefully, the 21-year-old is going to have a better game in this one here. He has been playing all the Europa Conference League games for us, and he's looked convincing there. The game against Liverpool, he was very, very disappointing, however. Elsewhere in the team, Rojas is suspended, so Ganino is going to come in to play at right fullback. So had a couple of cameos on off the bench in that position. Has started there for us in the Conference League and looked very, very good. So hopefully that's going to translate into some league form. And elsewhere in the team, Big not fit enough to start this game. Probably not fit enough, truth be told, to come on off the bench. Diallo, who's looked in some really good form out in that wide area in the Conference League, gets a shot to do it in the league where, truth be told, he's been very disappointing so far this season. Need to see a much, much better performance from us in this game compared to the Liverpool game previously. But we're back at home. We're back in our own back garden. We've already done it against Man City today. A win here feels very, very significant if we can indeed get it. It is a battle, by the way, today of the 4-2-3-1 versus the 4-2-3-1. We are going to hope we can come out on top. And for a moment, I thought we were going to score another set piece. JV's deliveries into the box have been absolutely sensational on corners and free kicks. That header there was not far wide. Coming up to the last 10 minutes of this first half already, not been a classic, not been many opportunities. The ball appears to have been bogged down in the midfield. In fact, there's been one shot on target so far with 5 minutes left of the half. Can only get better from here, right? I said that hoping I was going to manifest a highlight before half-time. It's not happened. It's still 0-0. Draw wouldn't be terrible, but I am going to tell the players I'm far from pleased. Apparently, Diallo has lost confidence. That fills me with dread. Don't worry, though. Individual team talk done. He's now inspired. What a bloke. You know what? I'm going to change things early here. I'm going to move JV into the Regista role. I'm going to take off Alunga. I am going to bring in Alanis to play up top. And Lemos is going to move into his preferred position. Cadman is on a booking out on the left-hand side, which I don't love. But I think I've got to keep him on in this game here. So a bit of a shuffle done in the midfield. Going to hope that Lemos playing his preferred shadow striker role and position is going to work out in our favour. Alanis coming fresh off the bench. Hopefully going to be able to run the Tottenham defence ragged. Throw in on the near side. Ganino, not sure who he was throwing that to there. It's been dealt with by Tottenham, and in fact, Tottenham could hit us on the counter. Duranville playing it through to Cordoba. One-on-one potentially, and I'll tell you what, it's a save that had to be made. I did think for a moment maybe Malagueiro, I can't say his name, hadn't got enough on it. He did get enough on it, though. Good save by Francisco. We'll just call him Francisco, and I'll tell you what, he's there for the second ball into the box too. Corner of our own. It's going to be Janfi whipping in swinger, Rios, 1-0. I mean, if there was going to be a goal scored by us in this game, you might have been able to bet some pretty good money on a corner, expecting returns. Janfi, in swinger, near post, Rios, across goal. Take a bow, my son. Tell you what, commentary in this game, not as good as usual. I think I forgot how to talk during the first half because I just sat in silence for 5 minutes. But, well, there could be more action here. Trailovic is playing it through. And for the second time there, Francisco forced into action, forced into a save. The man's on course for a clean sheet. I'm going to make some changes here. Lemos has not been playing particularly well. We're going to bring in Sula, I think, to play at centre, attacking mid. Elsa Grassa is on a booking. McKillop on Newcombe for some fresh legs. Entirety of the back four playing reasonably well in this game. So not going to touch the defence. 15 minutes left. Clean sheet still in the bag for now. I'll tell you, if we score again, I'll be very happy. Ball in. Rios hits the post. He nearly got a second of the game. 12 minutes left. And I'll tell you what, it's Rios on the ball again. Rios just at the heart of everything we do here. Of course, McKillop on off the bench now. Fresh legs there. Sula at centre attacking mid as well. Fresh legs there. Ganino at right wing back has looked very good in this game so far. Involved in the play with Diallo. Back to McKillop. Gianfi already has one assist. Cuts inside. Hits it. It's 2-0. McKillop with the assist. Gianfi with his first goal of the season. I'm very happy. It might not have the most impressive name, the Guernsey Stadium, but I'll tell you what, we are turning it into a fortress this season. The left wing back, Addons Gianfi, cuts inside, hits into the top corner, and well, that doubles our lead. Still 9 minutes left though. Tottenham are second in the league for a reason, or at least were going into this weekend. We've got to remain vigilant. We've bottled games from this position before, so let's try and get a third. Let's try and get what I think would be the deciding goal in this game if we could get it sooner rather than later. We're knocking the ball around with some confidence here as well. Look at the build-up play here. This is sexy. Down the line maybe to Cadman? No, back to Coppo. JV, McKillop. Look at the build-up play. It's sexy. It's beautiful. It's just fun to watch. JV, oh my, he's hit the crossbar from there. I thought we were going to score a sensational passing effort. JV got bored of the passing, pulled the trigger from range, and he's rattled the post. Couple of minutes left here. Tottenham committing plenty of men forward, as are ourselves. Thought we might get caught out for a second there, but we've dealt with it well. With Tottenham committing men forward, maybe a chance to get in behind. Cadman fouled, I thought, for a second by Bradley. He was on a yellow card. The foul not given, but that ball by Cadman to Diallo is ridiculous. VAR is going to check this. I don't know how Cadman's seen that pass. Does anyone know how he's seen that pass? Has he got some binoculars in his back pocket? That's a ridiculous ball across the pitch, and if Diallo is onside, it's a ridiculous goal. I thought for a second it was going to be a red card, but Cadman shrugged off the tackle, switched the play, and Diallo, who's been reborn this year, I feel like. Last year he could only hit the woodwork. This season it feels like he can only hit the back of the net. Do you think 3-0 maybe flatters us slightly? We've been very, very clinical in this game, but off the back of the Liverpool game, it was really important we came back into the league kind of run of games that we've got and grinded out a result here. And I don't even know if you'd call this a grinded out result, really. Although it's been close statistically, we've been in control of this game in terms of the game state, and we continue to be on the attack here. There could be another goal. Sula keeps it alive, could pull it back. Ganino at right back, could pull it back, could put it into the middle. Diallo back to goal, turns. There's the Diallo we know. He's hit the post. Tick that off your bingo card if you had it. Full time here, 3-0. What a performance that was. Great display. Created a ton, scored a ton. It's what you want to see. And great to see Cadman get an assist, Diallo get a goal, and a few players who maybe have been on the fringes of the team, like Ganino, popping up with really good performances. An 8.0 rating for the right back. Said that result could be very important in the context of our season. With it, we moved 6 points clear of Arsenal. Only 5 games away from the halfway point in the season as well. So looking ahead to our upcoming games, we have got Chelsea and Manchester United in the month of December. With that in mind though, I think I want to come back a little bit later in January. We have got both Leeds United and Newcastle United at home. Those could be 2 rather important games for us. And also, come January, just a little reminder, £100 million transfer budget thanks to the Fallen Teens sale, £146 million in the bank. We're going to have some money to burn. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's episode. These kind of episodes where I do kind of a few more matches rather than just the matches I'm commentating do take a lot longer to make. So if you've enjoyed the effort that went into it, you enjoyed the quad header, do make sure to drop a like on the video. Let me know what you thought of the away day and let me know where you think I should be spending some money come January because, well, we probably should be spending some money. Besides that, have a lovely rest of your Tuesday. We're back here same time and place with more Park to Prem action. Until then, it is me, Jack, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.